Hello everyone, welcome back. BogMod here, and, well, I promised I would try to see if we could get the end screen, and this is me trying to do that. See what happens. In about 30 days, it'll tick over, and in theory, if all goes well, we'll see an end screen. And if not, we won't. And that'll be that. And the suspense, the tension, Hey, we got an end screen. It didn't crash on me this time. I'm deeply happy. You know, that means timeline. Alright, so, here we are. Oh, there's the world. Just try to scroll it over a bit so we can see a little more what's going on. Nope. There's no quick way to get rid of that, I think. Anyways, it's just Australia down there. So, let's get things going. We are there. Bengal. Hard to see what we're up to. Now you'll notice, one weird thing you will pick up on. The Ottomans not making a lot of movement in the east. It's very strange. We're seeing the various migratory tribes here in the west. The Ottomans unifying their region. Right? Timurids having some trouble. Why did I go green? Hold on a second. Bengal. What the? Oh, it's probably because I changed nations. Yeah, interesting. Weird. So this Bengal is actually Delhi, which I eventually become. Weird. Anyways. Musk is doing its usual thing. Novgorod lasting a little longer than I expected. Throwing you well. This is where the Mamluks really had their chance to grow and shine, because the Ottomans kept pushing west. I'm carefully manipulating both the east and the west here. The Bengal have gotten very strong, of course. But they always are. And Japan's not quite unified. Oh no, Japan is unified. Or at least Japan exists. But it's not quite unified. Not quite yet. Alright, Kyo's doing stuff. No one's... So it's... no one's come down here quite yet. Because Steel first to hit Africa, though. It looks like Portugal went to Brazil, as they usually do. Spain, of course, hitting Central America, the Caribbean. England, still... Okay. Timurids are kind of resurging. Between me and Delhi, Jaunpur is being utterly ruined. Yeah, we're not unified. This is an inaccurate map of the timeline. That's why you've got Bengal, all green, and then Delhi. It's an inaccurate representation of things. I'm sorry you had to watch that. Although I believe at one point I was saying, we've always been Delhi. And in some ways, this map indicates we have. Oh, Cusco basically taking over. Muscovy finally unifying. Still hasn't become Russia. But they're working on it. They're getting kind of blocked off by Nogai, though. Ottomans still not pushing east. They're still just like, you know what, I'm going to wreck everyone in Europe. Somehow getting massively, ridiculously in debt at some point. So I have not yet managed to expand onto the island. Oh, no. I've just started to expand onto the islands. 100 years into the game. It's a little slow onto the onto it, but yeah, it is what it is. How are things looking in Central Africa? Cuba, all right. The Bretons made their move because France was in no position to conquer Brittany. I believe now I have started... Yep, there we are. I expanded myself into Australia. Finally made that move. Russia now existing. Yeah. Just had a very small branch there to expand. They never quite dealt with the Nogai like they should have. Alright, Chagatai, Yarkand, Korea. Poor Korea. I have a soft spot. I have a soft spot for any nation I've played. Which is why it's too bad, of course, that we saw the complete destruction of the Timurids. Timurids to Mughals, a lot of fun. Less of a soft spot for the Ming. I'm not actually a huge fan of the new mechanic. The whole having tributary things. I like conquering. And the Mandate of Heaven thing works quite well if you're treating the Ming like what's what I'm looking for? As an AI, like a non-player. But it's just not the same when you're playing as them. Because, yeah, you want to conquer things. It's more fun. Ah, well. And they weren't quite expected as much. Doing good. I guess they just focused less in South America. That's always one of the fun things you can do when you get over here. Is try to become a... is to find the cities of gold. Or like the Fountain of Youth and lots of fun things like that. You know, aside from the little Poland patch over here, an Africa-focused thing would probably not hurt. As you can see, Ottomans still not bothering to push into their easily accessible eastern holdings. Ooh, there's a prospect. I could play the Ottomans in a future game. Ooh. So here we are. I've almost wiped out Delhi to become Delhi. Gujarat and Vijayanagar are doing what they can to oppose me at this point. I think Gujarat's still an ally, but it won't last. Hormuz, they did well for themselves. Mamluks doing fine. Lodi Malindi. No. Oh, no, Ethiopia is still technically existing. I had fun with Ethiopia, too. Hey, Scandinavia. Neat. Didn't realize the AI had formed that. I guess I'd never picked them up on them forming that, now that I think about it. Weird. Oh, poor Korea. Suffering. Grievous invasion. There's the Ainu. Malindi. So I've fairly nearly wiped out Delhi at this point. Or have I wiped out Delhi? Yes, I've wiped out Delhi. I just have certain lands that have to be taken before I become Bengal. There we are. And we're Delhi. So we had new missions that opened up, new goals, new targets. As you can see, I'm making my big, glorious conquest bites. Om nom. Om nom. Om nom. Ottomans finally making their move over there. Well, yeah. Persia formed. Good for them. Spain has continued to nibble into the French. Really pushed west with the Ottomans. They went all the way to Milan, I believe. I think that's their version of Milan. Quite the push. And then Prussia, destroying poor Scandinavia. Poor, tragic Scandinavia. Oh, what a world they live in. Oh, there you just saw it. This is that weird thing that happens where those foreign countries are like, hey, why don't you just sell me a little bit of that land there and I'll not wreak a terrible wreck upon you. Terrible. Just terrible. At this point in the game, I have definitely become the greatest power. Giving the Mings a shadow of its former self. That's still good territory. But I'm definitely bigger. Mamluks doing weird things. New World basically colonized at this point. Got the Spaniards taking off most. Well, I'd say a good half of North America. We'll go with a quarter of South America. A lot of English up here too. And just a little bit of Bengali lands over here. Just a touch. A tad, a smidge, one could say. Russia's name is migrating to the right, and I have transformed into Hindustan. Hindustan. So, we've got 40 years left of the gameplay. Let's watch what I do. Oh, big bite there. It was delicious. Then I ate more. It was still delicious. Oh, still bites, still nibbles. Some chopping on hormas. They finally annoyed me a little too much. Then we should be... Yep, there's a big bite out of them. Senwi's gone. Now it's just a matter of Persia. That first bite of Persia, and then with just a few years left of the game, we'll see the final chomp of Persia vanish from the map, leaving only glorious Hindustan. There we are, glorious Hindustan, standing tall and triumphant. The greatest nation the world has ever known. It may not cover more land than the Mongols did when they ruled, but by all accounts, I think we can agree it's a more stable, more superior country. Certainly better than those foolish Ottomans. Anyways, thank you all for joining me on this lovely little round trip around the world. It was a lot of fun. There was much warfare and much tense moments. But yeah, we'll play more soon. Have a good night.